Jean,
Yes.
this is HP Albrecht speaking from Munich on behalf of the Art Directors Club of Europe. The Art Directors Club of Europe has the honor to award you for your peace, Paris peace symbol. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I think they will come to you in an hour to give you the award. It's the Creative Distinction. I do have a copy of it. It looks like that. No, don't look too long.
Don't spoil the surprise.
You will get it. Are you sort of surprised to get an award from the Club of Creatives?
I was very surprised. Yeah, never gotten an award, and I've never actually entered any. But this is a very nice gesture of recognition. So yeah, it's very humbling.
But you deserve it because with your logo, with your idea, you moved like hundreds of thousands of people all over the world.
But it's a bit strange because I'm happy to accept it, but it's not something that I did as a piece of work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't a project or anything. It was just a very instinctive reaction. But like you said, it's for me, the award is less about me. It's more about the actual sign and the use that has been made of it. So in that sense, I'm very happy to receive it.
Yeah, it's the idea to give you an award was by Michael Böbel from Frankfurt, but you will also be in the next issue of Lutzer's archive with a single page, which comes out I think in January. They will also say thank you because you did a good job for all the creatives because you showed the power of design.
Thank you very much.
So congratulations again. Claus Fischer will come in a few minutes to give you the real piece. Yeah,
the thing that goes on the wall.
Go on, and looking forward to see more and see more of your work.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, now Charlotte will have some questions. I'll move on, and Charlotte will take my seat.
All right. Thank you very much, Hans-Peter.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hey, Charlotte.
So,
how you doing?
Well, as HP already said, the ADC of Europe, after the initiative of Michael Böbel, will honor you today with a special award. Is this the first award you are receiving for your logo?
Yes.
Okay, so congratulations again.
Thank you. It's the first and ever award I've received for anything.
Oh, wow. Okay, so kind of really, really special.
Yeah, very special.
You're a French designer working and living in London.
That's right.
How comes that, and what do you do?
I moved here 10 years ago to study at Central St. Martin's. And then I went on to do a master's for the Royal College of Art. And I stayed there because my life is here, and it's been pretty good, for everything else.
Great, so you're staying there for longer?
No, I think the plan is to move to the US next year for a little bit, which I already did last year and earlier this year. I went to New York, but the plan would be to move to Los Angeles because we're working on a TV series there.
Wow, okay. So
yeah.
Also big plans.
Yeah, exciting.
But let's talk about the logo you did.
Yeah.
Where have you been, and what have you been doing when you first heard the news about what horrible things were happening there in Paris?
It was actually, ironically, it was the first day of my holidays. I was in the Caribbean, and I turned on the French radio like I normally do, and I heard what was happening. I went online to check that my friends and family were okay, and then I saw, like everybody else, the sort of outpouring of communication and people, sending message of sympathy and solidarity, and people writing it. But because I express myself visually more naturally, the first thing that sprung to my mind is just to draw something to communicate peace and solidarity towards Paris. So it was pretty straightforward, I didn't sketch or research or think about it. It was just the first thing that sprang to my mind. I drew it and I shared it.
Okay. Yeah, the symbol is so powerful and simple. So it already has been on your mind like this.
Yeah,
The first reaction.
It was quite instinctive and direct. It wasn't something that I thought about. You know, it's more like it's a direct designer's sort of connection of what symbolizes peace and what symbolizes Paris, and how do you merge both these sort of symbols into something.
And when you did that, was your plan to create a symbol people could spread all over the world, or did you just do it as your statement online and were surprised, like what happened?
It was nothing, because it wasn't a designer or illustrator's reaction. You know, I communicated on because I use social media for both my professional and personal things. And that was more as a person. I was communicating as a person, worried for the people that I love and for everybody else. So it wasn't driven by professionalism or the idea of create a project or the idea of putting myself out there. You know, it was just something done on a much more humble level. And then it became something that sort of got out of my control. So it's difficult for me to be. A lot of people have asked me if I'm happy about it or if I'm proud of things like that. It's like, no, because it wasn't done in that sense. You know, I didn't seek anything by doing it. I just wanted to reach out graphically.
It must be a difficult feeling if something you did gets out of control like this, but. What's happening to your logo is something beautiful, I think, because it became like the international symbol of peace for Paris. So you're surprised, proud.
No,
is there any word which could describe your feeling?
Well, the feeling is it's difficult for me to see the whole thing as professionally. So I would say personally I'm shaken, and the only sort of sense of the only positive aspect is what I've seen the sign become. So it seems to have become something useful, meaningful, and practical. And in that sense, that's the only sort of solace I can find. But proud, no, because it's not something that, you know, I've posted it once, and that's the last time I posted anything about it, apart from a few things to explain myself. But, you know, this is one thing that I've done, and it's not something that I know that it's going to stick with me and my work, but this is not something that I want to benefit in any way. You know, I'm not going to make money from it. And does that answer your question? Sorry. I went off rail a little bit.
It's okay. Well, but it might be a bit tactless to ask that, but was there any point when you were thinking like, damn it, I should have signed it?
No. I'm pretty sincere when I said I don't want to benefit from it, and I didn't do it thinking, great, a tragedy, I'm going to benefit from that, and my sign is going to be very popular, it's going to attract a lot of people to my work. It's obviously never like that. So the sign, if, you know, people shared it, not crediting it, and the only thing that matters is the fact that people saw a sign of peace. People saw a sign that everyone could read regardless of the language. And what it could read was peace, solidarity, and unity. Whether it was attached to my name or not, I couldn't care less. It was more about sending a message. It was about communication. And in that sense, I think this function has been fulfilled. Then if people ask me to talk about it, it's fine. I can talk about it. I can explain, you know, because I think it's important to answer questions that people might have. But it's not something that I want to carry on a banner to represent me or my work. But it's something that I'm also not ashamed of it, or I don't want to distantiate myself from it. But like I explained, it's something that I created and that has become something out of me. It's practical. Its function has been given by the people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes totally sense. Yeah, the horror happening in Paris left people speechless, and there are no words that could describe it. But there's your picture now. So
yeah. Thank you very much in the name of all the creatives all over Europe.
Thank
because
you.
You showed the power of creativity, the power of design.
I think that's the one thing that you're asking me if I'm proud of something. I'm not proud of it, but I'm happy that's something that I truly live by, which is image making, and it's a culture that I think we all share, and that I grew up and I started design by seeing May 68 or the work of people like Alan Fletcher and designers who really truly use image as a language to communicate. And it's one of the first time in my life as a designer, image maker, that I truly get wowed by, like you said, the power of image and communication. And in that sense, that's the solace that I can find in all that has happened. That yes, image do speak.
Thank you very much in the name of all the creatives. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.